Hey everybody, it's Ryan from Pi Records, and I'm here with the cool guys from
The Orions.
The Orions. Woo!
Not the
Awesome.
Orions, the Orions.
Orions. How are you guys?
Fine,
We're good.
thanks.
We're good. How are you?
Very good. I got to tell you, I'm a huge fan. I love your music.
Oh, thanks.
First of
Oh,
all,
Awesome.
that's
Thank you very
cool.
much.
and I saw Noah's post, right?
Yes, a big announcement apparently.
Very, very exciting.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
super exciting for us. We were very thrilled to work with Noah and Titus Records, and made pretty good releases so far, and we're excited to be up next.
He is
Really looking forward.
he's such a great guy, and he's really going to do a good job.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of his releases, and they're very high quality. Not only the music, which is fantastic, but also the releases themselves, like the vinyl, the colors,
Oh
the
yeah,
all the designing, very high performance.
yeah, awesome. Yeah, they really are. All right, so before we go any further, introduce yourselves and what instruments you play.
Right. So my name is Leary and I play the drums.
My name is Itai. I play guitar.
Awesome.
And
And
there's two more, David, who plays the other guitar. We're a guitar duo.
okay,
And Ezra is the
Bass
infamous
player.
bass player. Yes.
okay. So first of all, let me ask you, since you're the first band interviewing from Israel, what's it like to be a surf band in Israel? How do you even how, I don't know how to say it, but how did you get in touch with Noah? What's it like being a band in Israel?
Actually, the surf guitar culture, let's go that way, in Israel, I think it is inspired by several sources. Let's call it. Like, it's not only the traditional surf; it's also some cool guitarists who can be surf oriented, but not necessarily. Such as let's go as back as the 1960s, with Ari San, which is like a Greek-born, Israeli-based, very excellent guitarist who influenced the entire Israeli rock and roll scene. But if you talk about surf in particular, I think the first surf band which I can think of from Israel, like the late 90s, early 2000s, are the Astroglides, which
Yeah,
inspired us greatly, especially their combination of surf and hardcore punk, which we emerged from the punk scene. We grew up as small punk rockers. That's how we met also Liri. And yeah, we were very inspired by them. And there was also Charlie McGill, which is not exactly surf, but also like very, reverb driven twangy guitars, and like retro chic. And from there, like nowadays, I can think about like surf, like the surf elements are very evident in Israeli indie music. A lot of reverb-driven guitars, a lot of people playing with all these Jaguars and Jazzmasters.
yeah,
But currently, like we're operating with, I think, two more self-declared surf bands from around here. It's like scene is very small. There isn't a real surf scene, but it's sometimes it's like you know like there's a combination with the indie scene, with the punk scene.
yeah,
So this is where we get our usual crowds.
Which is pretty interesting because you would imagine, because Israel is like very sunny and like very beach oriented.
Yeah, we have the
Um,
Mediterranean.
yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of funny that there aren't like more surf or surf rock bands, but
there are a lot of surfers, but surfers in Israel
Yeah.
don't listen to surf.
unfortunately,
I want to go ask before we go any further. What is that picture on your background?
my background.
Yes.
Um, it's some kind of steampunkish wallpaper thingy that I found. Like I googled it some time ago. Um, cause Zoom meetings happen often nowadays, like with
Yeah.
work and stuff.
Yep.
So at a certain point, it kind of becomes, I don't know, like boring to just see, I don't know, the regular mess that usually happens like behind. So I said to myself, hey, well, let's do something interesting. So yeah, that's the
Yeah,
current
cool.
one.
Cool. I also like the records in the background because I'm a huge vinyl collector.
Yeah. Actually, I interview for a living. That's my job.
Oh wow.
So I think it's a cool icebreaker at the beginning of the interview. Like sometimes candidates ask you about, oh, are these LPs? Oh wow, it's been a while. It's like, yeah, they're coming back, man. It's okay. Yeah, but been a enthusiastic record consumer. I don't like to say collector because I don't see that as a collection thing. But yeah, I'm a consumer since I was in my teens, and
Yeah.
it's my favorite medium, of course.
Yeah, me too. So what are the other two surf bands that you play with, and how you connect with them, like as far as shows and
Leary actually played in one as a substitute of
Yeah,
some kind.
I used to be like yeah, I replaced the drummer like for a few gigs like throughout the years when he couldn't do certain shows.
Introduce
That's
the band.
yeah, so that's they're called the RPS Surfers, which is a rock paper scissors surfers. Yeah, it's a cool name. They're an awesome band. They're like good friends of ours. They're like not the dual guitar, bass, and drums. They're like drums, guitar,
Keyboards,
keys,
yes.
and yeah, keys and saxophone. So it's a different surf
More
approach.
traditional,
Uh,
yes.
yeah,
yeah.
like Link Ray kind of thing.
Yeah, Link Ray, like maybe they cover a lot of standards, the Ventures, Dick Dale.
Yeah.
They're
60s
a lot.
stuff.
Yeah, they're a lot of. They're much into the '60s stuff. The original surf music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of lean I don't know, more towards kind of the surf revival. I mean, we love the classics obviously, but like sound wise and maybe musical approach would be more towards the revival, I would say.
Yeah, but also they're doing a terrific job, and we cooperate with them quite a lot.
So
And also, there's the third band called Les Dynamites. They're from Jerusalem.
oh
Like
wow.
both of Orions and Alpiot Surfers are from Tel Aviv, so Les Dynamites are from Jerusalem. There's sometimes a duo, sometimes a trio. I'm not sure about their current lineup, but
I think they're a trio now. I think they're a trio. I think they're guitar, drums, and I think they're a tuba that instead of
yeah,
a
they have a tuba instead
Oh
of a bass
wow.
player. So they took the more oriental approach. A lot of like I
Yeah.
mentioned, Ali San, a lot of Charlie Megera influences. They had a cool record a couple of years ago. And yeah, so just like a three-headed monster of surf bands in Israel, and each took a different approach.
So you said you do interviews. What do you have a podcast, or do you
Oh
work
no
for a
no no
TV station?
no no! It's much more ordinary. No, I have a day job, of course, and I work at the HR department at this high tech company.
Okay.
So I'm like a talent acquisition specialist. That's my
Okay.
official title. And as a part of the recruiting process, I also conduct interviews, HR interviews, as you call them in the
Yeah,
market.
yeah, yeah. So,
So
so
this
you
is what I
know,
do for a living.
yeah, you know how this goes then, right?
Pretty much, or I don't know, like in English, it's always pretty. It's a bit more challenging.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so tell me a little bit about how the Orions got started and when you started putting out surf music, what inspired you?
So, like I mentioned first, as kids, like me and David, the other guitar player, we grew up together in a small town in northern Israel. And we got into punk rock, and we also loved the surf sound. You know, we both like grew up on Pulp Fiction and all
Yeah.
the spaghetti western with the Ennio Morricone score. Yeah, yeah. That's
That's the
cool.
one.
Anyway, so the Dead Kennedys, which like was kind
Oh
of
yeah.
a lot of surf influences. We loved we both like grew up together as emerging art players, and we were very inspired by East Bay Rays playing.
Yeah.
So anyway, we went like we found out about the Astroglides, which was like a band from Tel Aviv, which combines surf and hardcore punk, and we were like stoked, and we were we decided to form our own band called Gaz Mazgan, which is like a Freon is called.
I think
It's like the gas,
you kind of
like you
inhale
get
it.
from
You inhale it to get high, kind of
yeah
as a kid.
from the air conditioning. Like it's a
Oh,
gas
oh
from the air
yeah,
conditioning
yeah,
called
yeah,
Freon.
yeah,
Anyway, it was some kind of jokes, which is irrelevant for now. So anyway, we try to combine both elements, also like surf music and hardcore punk and hard rock, and we did it like we were like 17, and we played. We also played with the Astroglides, which for us it was like the peak. We're
yeah,
playing with our heroes, and then we kept on like we broke up. 17, 18 in Israel, most people get drafted to the army.
yeah,
So we lost a lot of band members for that, and like going uh, going on for like several years later, me and David are around I don't know 24, 25 years old. We're living in Tel Aviv, and we decide to reignite our shared love for surf music and make it instrumental this time, because Kasmos wasn't an all instrumental band. And we took two friends with us. We started we started out and kind of shaping our sound and put our input into that. And I think 2 or 3 years ago, Olivia, how long was that?
I think it was 3 years by now, but it could be it might be worth mentioning that I was like a fan of the Orions like around that time when they started forming their sound and like putting their personality into the music. Then they used to do like lots of shows with the punk scene and whatnot. What Itai mentioned. So I used to be like one of those kids who goes to the punk shows and really doesn't want to miss any Orient show. Um,
So anyway,
so
our drummer, like our former drummer, left to Berlin, and I like the first drummer we could think about it was Liri. And I remember approaching him about like joining the band, uh, and he gave
I
me
remember I remember that conversation.
he gave me the sweetest answer. He told me like, "Dude, I'm super busy right now, but for the Orions, I will make time." And it was like the coolest answer ever. And we're
that's awesome.
grateful for having Larry in the band since then.
That's
I,
awesome.
I was really grateful for like having Itai approach because we knew each other and we knew of each other for a long time, and like uh, the scene is pretty small, so you have like the same people playing in several bands. So like you pretty much know everyone. So it was easy to make that contact, and once it was made, I was super stoked, and yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah, I think we really got better since then. Like, we really formed another. We took another approach and kind of redone all of our repertoire and just, the thing with Liri that if you take a new band member on, what's the first thing you do? You're like 2-3 releases on the way. It's like, yeah, you learn all of our songs and we keep from there. So no, we told Liri, you don't learn anything. Here's a new song. Let's work on it. Let's take it from there. And that
Awesome.
was amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing
that was super.
experience.
That was super refreshing. I was surprised, but it worked.
So then what I'm hearing is that from adding Lily to the band, after learning the new song, you kind of found the direction you wanted to go in as a band, and you went back and revamped some of the songs.
No, actually, most of the songs that we played, like that we recorded on the first record, and like we don't most of them. Like we took the best ones, like our favorite ones, and yeah, we worked on them. But mostly we just wrote a whole new bunch of music that we recorded now into a new LP. But everything we wrote into this new LP, we wrote together from scratch with Lily.
Awesome. So where did you record? Did you record together or virtually?
No, we recorded together. We went into this very cool studio which records only analog, like reel to reel, half inch. How much was
Yeah.
it? Like six. Hey, it was an 8-track
I
machine.
think it was an 8-track. Yeah.
Yeah, and we
Nice.
recorded the entire thing live, which
Oh, awesome.
which
Yeah,
caused a few glitches, but
it's
again
inevitable. It's part of the magic.
kept the fire together of playing live. And it also was a very, very cool experience to record it that way. Actually, we recorded the previous album similarly, but not in a studio, but in this DIY venue, which like wasn't prepared acoustically, and it was like very garage and lo-fi, and we liked it. But we thought about like maybe let's take it up a notch this time.
That's awesome. That's all. I love recording live myself. That's like it's like super fun. It's much
It's
better.
intimidating. Whoa.
It is intimidating. Yeah.
Super fun. It's super fun, but it's like an entire I don't know, it's like a different ball game. I mean, I think it's among the like most of the recordings I've done like, in like isolated in a room, like with a click track, and everything's like super kind of clean and like sterile kind of. And when it's not done that way, when you have like everyone together, there's this energy. It's intimidating and scary, but also brings out some kind of magical fire that can't happen otherwise.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think in the first few takes as a guitarist, which is like I can appreciate myself as a skilled guitarist, I was humbled.
Yeah.
It was a different experience from playing rehearsals and shows.
And it's like you have to prepare knowing that you're going in and playing live is practice, 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 practice.
Yeah, as much as we could, of course.
Yeah.
But then you get there and it's a different settings, like when you rehearse, you like pump up the volume in your amp. You're in the practice room. We also have our own practice room, which is very like DIY, and it's cool. But we play with our own equipment, but we take it up, and then you get into the studio and you cannot take it up. Just have to find a sweet spot.
Yeah,
and
they turn it down on you. They turn it down.
Yeah, they turn it down, and you have to listen.
Yeah, you discover a lot of nuances in your playing that you have to maybe improve on the spot.
Yeah.
And you have to pay attention and improve on the spot, which is very challenging, but very, very amazing experience.
It makes you a better player,
I think
right?
it's fulfilling.
Sorry?
It makes you a better player, right?
It makes you a better player, and I think it makes you a better band member, because you have to kind of bring the group together. You have to be attentive, you have to listen, you have to be aware. It's not like, you have to make sure everyone does their best, because it's like you have one shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we pushed each other, but in a good way.
Awesome. I love recording live. Tell me a little bit about how you got hooked up with Noah at Otitis Media Records, and what good news do you have for us? I saw the post the other day.
Actually, oh, yeah. Actually, Noah somehow he approached us and he wrote us that he has this label, and I have to say we didn't hear about it until then. But yeah, he told us that he has this label and he loves our music and he would like to put a record out. And we said, like, of course, we checked him out. We saw that he he put out a lot of cool records. We said, like, yeah, that's a great opportunity for us. A guy who really digs this kind of music and really wants to dig in and work with us. Like it was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, awesome. He has did you see the Arno Desea post about the being the raddest band?
I think so. Yeah. I saw it today, this
Have
morning.
you
I think
heard
I saw
that
it too.
record?
Right. I- yeah, it's amazing.
I know.
We did. We put out a split between us, 7-inch split with Arno Desea
Oh, I
2
didn't
years
know
ago.
that.
And we also played a show together before Lily joined. Like 5 years ago, we had a tour in France and Spain, and we played a joint show in Spain, which was pretty empty. It was a matinee show in Segovia, which is a town near Madrid. And actually, we met and we spent the whole together, both bands, and we really got along. And let's say I even fell in love with each other.
Yeah.
We really we were really impressed by this band. We were really impressed by Arno specifically as a guitar player and as a showman and as a person. And we had a really good time with them. And a couple of years after, we released a split 7-inch together, like 2 songs. Each band released 2 songs on sides.
Uh-huh.
And of course, I'm really proud of them to make such a good record and put it out on Otitis as well.
Yeah, totally. When I first heard it, we do reviews on our channel as well, and I put it on and listened to it so we could figure out how we were going to describe the music. And I was just like, okay, like this is one of the best records this year. It was just so good. And
It hits so strong, like they're brutal. Like
yeah,
the
yeah,
playing is so brutal. Like I think live we play that way, but I think on record like took a very more like subtle approach to our music. We write differently, but I think for their music, like the way they write their music and the way Arno is playing his guitar, that's amazing. Like he's an amazing guitar player, and they write some amazing music. And we were honored to have the opportunity to release a split with them.
awesome. Did you release it yourselves?
Oh no, there were some mostly French labels to release it.
Okay.
So we got our share of copies, but I think it was mainly like it was like 4 French labels, like DIY French labels.
Yeah.
One of them is a label who also released our first record, and we also play in different, mostly punk bands, and they also released those bands. So we go a long way. We also played in Marseille twice, and we slept at his house. It's called Crapulel Records, and I owe him so much, like for many years.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to talk about right now that that I may have not touched on, and how is playing out right now? Are you playing the new stuff? Is there anything else?
So, so yeah, in the past few years, we were playing mostly the new stuff live anywhere we could in Israel, and we recorded our upcoming album, which is going to be released on Otitis, as he posted, I think, earlier today, which was super exciting. So yeah, there's something to look forward to. We're very, very, very stoked to have this record out.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, go ahead.
David, our other guitar player, recently had twins. So congratulations, David.
Congratulations,
awesome.
David. Yeah. So
He's not going to get any sleep.
Probably not. But it's the birth of our album and the birth of his twins. So
he must be having a really great time right now. Very exciting for him.
Very exciting. Probably not a whole lot of sleep, but definitely super, super exciting.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys so much. Congratulations on your work with Arno Desea and also Noah from Otitis Media Records. I can't wait to hear the new stuff because your old stuff blew me away. You guys are really on point, and I appreciate you lending me some of your time so far away and a weird time
Thanks
of the
for
day
having
for
us.
you. Oh yeah,
Thanks
man.
for having us. We're really excited to have you approach us.
Here is it's 9:33 p.m.
Yeah. I didn't want to keep you too long because I know it's getting late in the day for you.
Oh, we're young.
We're young. We're used to. I mean,
Oh, come on.
part of having like
beer.
it's definitely still early. Part of having like a life that's made of like having a kind of day job as an adult, and then playing music afterwards. So having that lifestyle for like a few years makes you feel comfortable with 9, 10, 11 p.m., 12, 1 a.m. It's all good.
Awesome.
No, I'm going to sleep in 2 hours.
He's going to sleep.
I wanted to say that when I approached you, I didn't think you would get back to me because you guys are pretty well known. Like I was like, oh, I hope these guys get back to me. Yeah, man, you guys.
Well known where?
Oh,
Tell me, I'll go there.
Oh man, you pop up everywhere.
Do we?
Yeah,
we're happy to hear about it.
Yeah,
good
we
to
don't know.
Yeah, I was very excited.
Actually,
go ahead.
we would really like to have the opportunity to come to the States one day.
That would be amazing.
When I say one day, I mean like as soon as the record out and maybe the COVID will get better, situation will get better, and maybe we'll have the opportunity to do some gigs and make it happen because it's a long life dream.
That would be amazing. I'm prepared. I have like my citizenship. I was born in the States, so like give me a time and place and bring it on. Awesome. Let's do it.
Awesome.
Make it happen.
Awesome.
Let's make it happen.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your time and the great music.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. I was so excited for today to talk to you.
Super. So thanks a lot for having us, and stay tuned because the new stuff is going to be released really soon, and yeah, I think you're gonna like it.
Awesome. Have a great rest of your day, guys.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
You too.